And after two efforts and a really good series in the Platinum League, we switch our focus to the Champions League for the first time and only time this evening. It is the third of three series on this primetime Saturday in the MLE Network. I am Curtis. That is Inanimate Jay. Jay, we got Knights and Hurricanes, 1 and 2 in their respective different divisions in the Orange Conference. Should be a good one as we ladder down to the last four series in the Champions League for Season 6.
Yeah, a couple of different stories right now. The Knights really in that logjam in the Orange Conference, trying to grind it out for that second wildcard spot, tied right now on 23 and 22 record, but in that logjam only on virtue of the fact that they've all played less games than the teams behind them. The Rhinos having picked up 4 wins against the Wizards last night, putting them in the position to take over a spot if all the teams ahead of them will falter this week. On the other hand, the Hurricanes with the Wizards dropping games, now a big opportunity to stretch out a lead atop the Tropic Division standings and set themselves up really nicely for coming back on the home stretch in the final 3 weeks of the regular season.
Should be a lot of fun. We had Knights and Hurricanes bringing out the Christmas colors onto Wasteland. Green for the Hurricanes. Knights are in the red. Hurricanes come in with Ace Pocket and Owl. Knights are going to come in with Ben&M and Hydra. Should be a good one. They have the signal. They're going to get onto the field. Got a 5-game set in front of us. A set of 5 to find, or for as the week number 10, it comes down to its penultimate finale to its penultimate night. This will be the first play off of scrimmage. Chance in front, an early one short side, and getting the roll is Ben&M, make it a 1-0 lead for the Knights.
Yeah, off the kickoff, a little bit of a mistimed challenge coming up there by the Hurricanes. It was Ace Pocket coming out of the corner, just didn't quite close down the distance to Ben&M, who picked that ball up really well. Opens that scoring up very, very quickly. The Knights have the lead.
Good first strike for the Knights. It'll be a chance for Ben&M on the kick. Good kill, but it works in the favor of the Hurricanes. It's Ace Pocket off the spoiler. Good double touch makes it a 1-1 game.
Again, kickoffs seem to be really killing teams a lot right now, as this time the Hurricanes win it back in that neutral area. Ace Pocket with a great double touch off the roof to get that one down, and, well, we're just right back where we started, Curtis, except there's 12 seconds gone.
12 seconds and a couple of replays gone. We'll never get that time back now. Chance for the Knights on a clear. Not going to happen. Back the other way come the Hurricanes. Knights can really, really make a statement in this Orange Conference. They can really take a really good effort to the Hurricanes, as the Knights have a tied series at the moment and move it into the offensive end. Bouncing it off the back. Chance in front that goes above the crossbar. Pounded aside. About 40 seconds in. It's going to be Owl. Ben&M chasing across. He's going to get there and take it away, but it goes right back to the midfield line. And the dump in is going to send Hydra into the corner. Up is Ben&M. Now Hydra. Hydra looking for a touch off the back. Has the angle, finds one short side, scores 58 seconds in.
Yeah, the Knights, wow, so much open space as they win that 50-50 at midfield there. Hydra just has nothing but the open real estate on the left side of the net to put that in. Gets dandled, the Hellfire coming out, though, confirming that goal in. The Knights, with a great transition, get themselves a lead back.
Yep, absolutely. A little bit of a seesaw game in Game 1. And that is a touch that the Hurricanes will survive. Good answer by Hydra, though. Up and over the halfway line. Touching this is going to be Ben&M. Hydra lurking at the midfield. This will bounce off the back. Good clear by Owl. Ace Pocket in a tough spot. That's a dangerous area, and Hydra is going to find the net 3-1 as the Knights take a 2-goal advantage.
Wow. Ace Pocket trying to get up for this one there, just could not get the timing right. Flew a little bit underneath the ball, and Hydra just had to follow that one down, keep that one on target. The Hurricanes now down 2 goals here. Really need to get some momentum going forward.
Yeah, Hurricanes put themselves in a bit of a tough spot. Still tons of time left in Game 1. Owl's going to get this touch back towards the red net. Easy one to take care of for Hydra. Around the corner. Dropping it near post, or at least trying to. Hydra gets the touch. He's going to try to get it around one more. But a great challenge coming across by Ace Pocket. Or actually, that was Owl there, sorry. This will be off the back. Chance for Hydra. Finds one off the spoiler. That is on target. Then finds another one. That one's off target, just wide of that right post. And Hydra misses an opportunity to make it a 4-1 lead. Instead, it goes back the other way.
Back to midfield here. The Knights just feel like they've got that choke down at that midfield line. You see the Hurricanes, they just put that ball up to the empty space between their third and that midfield stripe, and that's where the Knights are waiting to just drive that ball straight back in and keep them under pressure, slowly choke them out of boost.
This will be going off of the back wall. Chance on the angle, finding it into the corner. It's in for Hydra. Hydra's popping off. He's got a hat trick already, just close to halftime.
Ace Pocket missing the boost, doesn't get the pressure on the ball at midfield. Owl is actually completely out of boost in net. There's nothing he could have done with that play as that shot inside the near post. He had no momentum to fly at the ball.
2:40 left. Knights with a really, really good effort. Hurricanes get up against it here in game one. Good play off the back, meeting this short side. Not going to be able to find it is Ace Pocket. Back the other way come the Knights. That'll bounce off the ramp. It's Hydra. He'll fly by it. Ace Pocket chases it up the sidewall. Gonna have good contact. At least gets it deep into the Knights' corner again. Hurricanes need a productive touch here. This will be towards the back. Good clear by Beninem, but it's still a chance on the bounce, and they'll find it. It's Owl. Really good bounce shot. He's gonna put it in. It's a 2-goal deficit.
Great execution on this shot here as Beninem doesn't get the follow-up he needs. Owl, great fly in the air roll to get that one to go down into the turf. Kind of scuffs up over top of Hydra. Can't respond to it in time. That is momentum building for the Hurricanes here. They need a couple more, but that's an important first goal towards cutting the deficit down.
That's a big start. Hurricanes starting to find a little bit of momentum here. That take is at the midfield line. It's going to be Beninem taking it up the sidewall. Reading it well, but getting the clears Owls. He knows exactly where that ball's headed. Chance off the short wall. Coming in, Ace Pocket. Big demo by Hydra is going to set up the Knights in an offensive position. That'll bounce back out to the side. Hydra with the pinch towards the empty net, and it's Hydra again. And he is on fire right now. It's 5-2.
The demo from Ace Pocket, he unluckily loses the RNG lottery, respawns in that corner, gets boost starved as well as he tries to go for it as that ball immediately comes over top of him. No time to react. The Knights get their 3-goal lead right back.
100 seconds to go. And a really good start for the Knights. They try to make things a little bit difficult for the other teams in that orange wild card. This will be back into the red corner. Hydra wins the ball. He's going to have to try to dribble now as he ended up landing on top of it on the flip. Hurricanes, really slow play, and that is Ace Pocket who loses it at the midfield line. Here comes Beninem. Beninem off the spoiler, dropping it in front, having the air roll as Hydra, but it doesn't matter. Good challenge. He's going to get this back to the right wing side from Owl. 58 to go, looking for a double touch as Hydra, and the pinch against the back wall is going to send it to the right wing. Close, but no cigar for him. Another good effort, but he will stick with the 3 goals he has.
Yeah,
4 goals.
The Hurricanes right now just cannot keep this ball under control and get it out. Oh man, it's just another perfect example of that. Owl trying to get a little bit too fancy, putting that ball into the offensive third, just drops it back to an Ace Pocket that's not exactly ready for that play. They're really close together too, which doesn't help the matters any. So the Hurricanes in between games here, I think, really need to buckle down, get themselves sorted out, go back to playing the type of Rocket League that was being so successful for them in the early part of the season.
For a team that's got 30 wins, they're not playing like a team that's 30 wins. That's the way this is going right now. This is going to be a back wall play. Hurricanes back the other way, trying to get something going into game 2. A little bit sent across. Ace Pocket keeps it with them, tries to bounce it, then pinches it off the ground, and that should secure things for the Knights in game 1. Good effort. Sends a 1-0 lead in their favor getting into the series.
Yeah, it's a big win for the Knights too. Talked about the wild card race in the build-up to the start of the series, and every win right now for the Knights just pull them that much further ahead in the race for that bottom wildcard spot. The Wizards at 30-20 currently in firm control over wildcard number 1 in the Orange Conference for the Champion League, and 30 wins is a lot to start to reel in. They did lose ground this week, so a 5-0 for the Knights goes a long way, puts them 2 games back of being able to pull themselves into that first one, and it's haymaking time, Curtis. It's time for the harvest of the season to come in, with all these teams needing wins to really set themselves apart.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes have done really well in the first part of the season, which is why they're in such a good position right now. As the Knights try to catch up, Hydra is still very, very hot to the touch. It is a 1-0 lead for the Knights again.
And the Hurricanes, again, their ball possession right now is disappointing them greatly. As for the second game in a row, the Knights are able to take control off of the kickoff and just drive it straight down into the Hurricanes' end.
20 seconds, actually 15 seconds in to game 2. Knights still there. That's off the back chance in front. Benningham can't find the net. Good challenge by Owl is going to send that save back the other way. Ace Pocket wants a piece of contact, has Owl lurking, but he's going to fly by the ball. Ace Pocket needs to step up here. He's kind of leaving his teammate out to dry on a couple of different occasions, including this one. This is Hydra. Dribble play, tries to keep it on the ground. Ace Pocket comes back and makes a save, however, and keeps it at a 1-0 deficit.
I feel like both Hurricanes need to step up equally for one another at the moment. Neither one of them getting constructive clearance on the ball, and when they get in the dribble situations, they seem to be running out of boost and not quite executing their follow-up play to try and set up that pass, try and set up the ability to pull the defense out. And how about a great wall of Knights there as Ace Pocket just puts that one first option right into the dunks. They have to defend again.
Oh, good little dribble play, though. Ace Pocket finds the angle, tries to pinch and gets it. It's a 1-1 game.
This is the kind of executed individual play you need. Great little dribbles, catches Benningham going back, and then he short rotates in front. That really throws Hydra off because he can't challenge it as urgently as he needs to. It gives Ace Pocket the room to work in the pocket. Ironically enough, he brings it around, gets the bounce off the post, and ties the game.
Minute 6 into game number 2. Hawks trying to secure a 2-0 lead in that series, but the Hurricanes are on the board. They have the tie. They might have a second one here. Good little drop. This is going to be difficult to play defensively. Does not matter. Good take by Benningham. Benningham back the other way, trying to force the issue in the Hurricanes' end. Up and having the angle is Hydra, but he doesn't get a good velocity on it, and it'll be sent back the other way. Oh, that's going to go towards the sidewall. Dangerous. That'll wrap up and around the ceiling. Good bounce shot. He's going to go just off the backboard. And we still have a 1-1 game for the moment as Owl and Ace Pocket start to try to find their groove offensively, which it seems like they're doing. What a pass.
That's a great pass. What a pocket pick by Owl to set up Ace Pocket here. As you can see, Benningham lining up for that clear, but he just gets the nose of the breakout to tip that down. Great 1-2-1 team play, and Ace Pocket with the follow-up onto an open net as Hydra was already upfield. Gets the Hurricanes their first lead of this series.
We had a very couple of pun-heavy series in the first 2 tonight, so I don't feel guilty about saying that, but would you call that an Ace Pocket pick?
Pretty close to it. I think that was kind of what I was implying.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. If that's what you were implying, then well done. Nice job. 2-1 game. Nice work from Daddy J on that. Couldn't keep a straight face.
That's 2 people that I have to remove the caster take from in a few minutes. Thank you, Chris.
Love you.
Yeah.
Halftime in game number 2. Hurricanes up 2-1. Back the other way comes Owl. Owl is going to have to try to turn this. He will find the angle, and it is a good one. Make it a 3-1 lead for the Hurricanes, who are starting to play better Rocket League.
Yeah, Benningham actually trying to get down Main Street to be able to have a line at this one. Thinks the pass is coming and demos Ace Pocket, but really Ace Pocket just taking the body on the play as Owl had that all day. Needed just one boost pad to make it work. And that just tells you that you don't need boost to make a play. You just have to get enough to get to that ball and make sure that it goes in when you have the opportunity presented.
While you're at it, you might want to remove the mod tag from El Fuego Rojo. What do you think?
I'm just going to turn chat into J-only mode.
That's a great play up and above. Goo! Oh, Hydra with a great touch. He has the deficit to 1.
Good ball up by Benningham. Hydra waiting for this one here. Gets one touch to beat both Hurricanes in the corner. You see them both there trying to get boost, trying to rotate back. That fast breakout play, ironically enough, coming off the breakout of Hydra, will pull them back within 1.
Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Minute 55 to go. 3-2 lead for the Hurricanes. Hydra with a really, really good play on that last one. That may be a nominee for Play of the Week, depending on how this particular weekend has gone. Other than this series, this will be in front. Knights back the other way. I think Benningham might have been better served waiting for that to hit the ground and trying to ground pinch it. That's going to be off the wing side, and Hydra there to take it aside. 90 seconds to go in a 1-goal game in game 2. Knights still very much in this contest. Beninem tries to angle this, but Hydra couldn't get out of his way. And it remains a 1-goal deficit as the Hurricanes will take control.
Ooh, Beninem caught net!
Got it! That's in. Owl's going to put that one home at minute 16 to go, and it's a 2-goal deficit again.
You can see the angle opening up. Owl saw it as Beninem dove for that boost in the corner. Just got contact on that one, but could only slow it down. He needed to time that run just a little bit better. The boost grab was fine, but it gave the angle and forced him into such a difficult save. And that's what we talk about with those rotations. The same way the ball's coming always makes it difficult to make the play.
That's a chance for Hydra again. Couldn't quite find it. Hurricanes back the other way. They're going to try to get this past Beninem. This is going to squirt back out to Ace Pocket. Ace off the corner wall. That's going to drop in front of Hydra. Hydra gets the clear, but the Hurricanes send it right back in, right back at Hydra, and Ace Pocket's going to drop that one home, as I think the Hurricanes have finally settled into things here in this series.
The Knights now very guilty of giving up possession quite easily to the Hurricanes. The opposite of what we saw in Game 1 is Ace Pocket at that midfield line just puts that one right back on goal as Hydra gets no control off the ball on the clear. Big turn of events here for the Hurricanes as they have full control of this game too.
This is a chance far side, and it's in. Ace Pocket again, 6-2 lead, and they have officially daggered game number 2.
How do you resoundingly respond to losing game 1 that heavily? Come back and thump the opponents right back the other way. As Ace Pocket, again, off that kickoff, great control, just cuts that one inside as Hydra can't get the line on the defense.
They have officially reversed any kind of momentum the Knights have had in game number 1, and it'll be an interesting tale of game 3. To see if both teams can be on their games, as Ace Pocket adds in another one, as this one will go off the wall. A little bit of an own goal help on it, but they will run away with game 2.
That wasn't even a little bit of an own goal. That was full on own goal. That was, I have to hit this forward, but I'm going to hit it to the left towards my own net. And this all came down to, again, off the kickoff, both Knights end up on the same side, have to chase the ball back.
Nope, and that one's going to go in the net as well. Short side and in off the post roll, 8-2. And the Hurricanes should probably save a couple for the next game.
Yes. Score resets to 0-0. If you didn't know that, everybody, this is not aggregate series. We're not in the Champions League. Well, we are in the Champions League. We're not in the UEFA Champions League. Scores are not aggregated over the 5 games. Everything is an individual event.
Yeah, you cannot borrow goals from the last game to try to cover a lackluster effort in the next game. That is a thing. Ace Pocket is going to try to one off a double touch. Hydra takes it from there. Still a chance as the Hurricanes really not letting the Knights breathe. This is a definitely different Hurricanes team. Back, good tap, and it's going to be the Knights moving it away from the goal line. Hydra back into the side, and that is going to secure things here in game number 2. The Knights have a little bit of soul searching to do after that defeat. Hurricanes come through in a big way in game 2.
Absolutely, and like I said, how best to respond to a disappointing loss? Thump your opponents. Every single shot by the Hurricanes going in, and despite that single save for the Knights, Benenem's own goal, taking that shot and making it count as a goal at some point or another. So, despite the fact that Hydra was credited with 1 save, the Hurricanes still with 100% shooting accuracy.
That's a stat. That's a stat. Nice work. Nice work. We are just about to get underway with game number 3. Winner of this one has the advantage in the series, no doubt about that. You get a look at Owl on the corner and Hydra on the other side. They will meet in the middle and get us underway for game number 3. This will be an immediate chance for Ace Pocket. He's been here before, tries a challenge in front, and cannot quite find the momentum to send it home. It's a scoreless game, 10 seconds in after a good chance. Off the ceiling. Waiting patiently, getting up and putting it off of the bottom of the nose. Long touch from Hydra, going to try to follow this. Touch into the corner. Hurricanes have control for the moment. Benenem's going to make it difficult. And that pinch will send it back to the halfway line and up the sidewall thanks to Hydra. Around the corner. Bouncing it off the sidewall. Chance in front. That's a dangerous place for that to be. Benenem can't find the finish. Hydra there can find the finish, and it'll be a 1-0 lead, 44 seconds in.
The Hurricanes' boost management right now, a bit of a big struggle for them at the moment. You can see Owl was trying to get into the corner to get the 100 boost. Ace Pocket didn't get the ball challenged well in the kind of short shoot area, and the Knights just kept the pressure on. At that point, they really didn't have any options, and the Knights just had to keep that pressure on and finally break them down for that first goal.
50 seconds in. Up off the ceiling. Ace pocket. Going deep with this. That's a play off of the corner. Sent by Owl towards that net. Good takeaway by Hydra. Hydra wins the better of the exchange. It'll drop in the Hurricanes' end. Ben and M loses out. Hydra still there, taking possession but losing it immediately. And back the other way come the Hurricanes. That's a chance. Bounce in front, short side off the post, and not able to finish it. Is going to be Owl Ace Pocket. That's shakes it out to the side. 90 seconds into game number 3. Knights win the better of that exchange. This could be a 2-point swing, but both Ben and them and Hydra go after the ball. Almost looks like there's not a lot of communication between the two there. That's far side. That's a save. Rebound. Empty net. Another big save by Owl. 2 in a row. Keeps it at a 1-0 lead.
Pretty sure he managed to do that with hardly any boost in the tank either. It looked like he was just in such an awkward spot to try and play that one there. As the pressure's still on from the Knights. They get that one in from midfield on the shot by Hydra. Base pocket on the respawn, able to get back. Clear this one away. Hurricanes still down 1, but looking like they might come back into it any time now.
This is going to be a play off the side for Ben and M. Ben and M off the nose, looking, shooting, far side off the post. And that is cast aside once more as we approach halftime in game number 3. 1-0 lead as we get sent across the halfway line, and around the corner again we go as the Knights try to regroup defensively. Great touch. Hydra needs another one. Doesn't quite get it past the last line of defense. Sending it up the sidewall is Ben and M. Touched out to the top of the box. Problem for the Hurricanes, and the Knights are going to take advantage. Hydra adds another one to his tally, his second of this game.
Have to make sure that you get this ball clear. Ace Pocket trying for the ceiling play. Down to Owl, who commits really hard on that one. It was a tough read, too. I think that the extra touch off the ceiling by Ace Pocket really threw off his teammate. Communication a little bit broken down there, but the execution really lacking. The Hurricanes got to dig deep again here in Game 3.
Yep, this is a little bit of a tale of two Hurricanes team. This will be a chance in front for them to have the lead, and they will. It'll be Owl getting into the far side, and it's 2-2, 1-1-1 on the scoreboard. Full house, Jay. What do you got?
Great thievery by Ace Pocket there. Saw that Ben and M was fumbling the dribble, looking for the back pass. Just swept in, hit that one hard, and chipped it over top of Hydra, forcing that big 180. Owl won that boost on the side, able to get to that one first. And yeah, full house.
Nice work.
Nice work. Well done.
Yep. It's like we planned it or something. Hydra, out to the top of the box. That's dangerous, but it'll be taken in by Ace Pocket. Can't quite angle it at the net. The flick is going to send it off of the back wall. Reading it is Hydra, has the catch, but he does get bullied in his own corner. Trying to keep it in front of him is Ben and them. It'll go back to Hydra. Hydra looking for a boomer. At least gets it back to half with not a ton of boost. Now he's got a full can. Ben and them puts it where they ain't. Good little strategy. Ben and them gets another piece of contact. That is up. It's going to be wide of the post. And backflipping it into the corner is going to be Ace Pocket, who then takes possession. That's a good demo. You saw that coming. Ben and them is going to follow his target and find him. Good work. Minute 20 to go in a 2-1 contest. This will be back to the halfway line, set at the Hurricanes net. Coming across is Ace Pocket to take it away once more as we just about hit the 70-second mark left and haven't seen a goal in a little while here. Hurricanes still down 1 as they try to inch their way back in.
Right now, the Hurricanes just trying a little bit too much on their breakout play. They need to really kind of bring it back down to the fundamentals, just pull the Knights into a challenge and beat them. And that's really not what they're doing. Either on the dribble, they're leaving themselves exposed, or they're not getting any power on any play that they're making.
Problem is, too, they're ending up in the same spot, and that's going to set up a play in front of the net, and Hydra is going to finally take advantage. Hat-trick for him, and that may seal things in Game 3.
That probably will do it as Ben and him. That great little chip around Ace Pocket. Owl a little bit unlucky on the timing there. Needed to kind of front flip through that one with the way the breakouts get flat to one another. Kind of creates that channel for that ball to squish towards the front of the net. And that's a big misplay, I think, by the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes need to regroup here. They got 36 seconds to possibly find 2 goals, but they need to get one first. Up and around, getting it off the nose, trying to get it up and over Ben and them. Ben and them reads it well and keeps it in front of him. Hurricanes still trying to make things as difficult as possible, but it's going to get sent to the midfield line. Hydra in that breakout is going to get demoed. It's going to be left wing side, trying to find the angle. Hydra has respawned, is in no position to take that play, and he will send it towards the sidewall. Knights have killed enough time at this point. They're going to add one more for good measure. Beninem into the net to 4-1 win for the Knights.
Owl, unfortunately, just kind of put that one right into a spot where Hydra on the respawn could get to. Needed to recognize where he could put that one to be more effective. You don't know where he's going to spawn, but put it up, because it's really hard for a person on the respawn to play a ball in the air.
4-1 win. Possibly 5 if they can get one more, but it doesn't look like it, as this one will touch the ground as the Knights kill it. The Hurricanes have some work to do. They're not playing like a team with 30 wins at the moment, and the Knights are really making a statement as we speak.
Yeah, I can't really put my finger on what's going wrong for the Hurricanes at the moment. And I think it's like we've seen throughout the weekend right now. The fatigue's starting to set in for teams, and the 14-week season for Champion League, it's a marathon. And, you know, given that, you have to wonder if they've gotten all their good results out of the way early on, and just that fatigue over the course of the season is really starting to set in, and they're just not quite that same unit that they were in those first few weeks.
Yeah, that makes sense. On the other side of the coin, though, too, their performance at the beginning of the season has really set them up to a point where they can have a kind of lackluster second half and still get a decent spot in the playoffs. They'll just have to turn it on at playoff time. But the way things are going right now, Hurricanes just trying to kind of coast. And at the moment, that's all they really can do in this particular series. The Knights are kind of taking it to them.
Yeah, I think the onus is really on the Hurricanes right now. The Knights really don't have anything to lose. They're kind of just fighting for that wild card spot, but the Hurricanes had a division lead on the line. They had a big chance here against a team that is hungry, sure, but is kind of
good
just...
flick.
Ooh. I'll come back to that point in a second. Ace Pocket, great control here. Just has to wait his time there. Owl almost actually taking that one off of him. That field side flip, keeping that away. Beninem was really just helpless on that flick. Really, really dirty from Ace Pocket.
27 seconds into game number 4 as the Knights trying to secure a series win over the division leading Hurricanes. Up and around the corner, looking for one touch, puts it delicately in front, trying to find gravity is going to be Owl, but he can't quite find the net with that ball. 45 seconds in, this will bounce around that corner. Up and off the sidewall. Over the halfway line. Sent towards the net. This is up towards the ceiling. It will eventually come down. Shot on net is going to be very close. And Hydra is going to have a chance here to put this one towards the Hurricanes net. Off the sidewall, he finds it short side. It's a 1-1 game.
Owl is just a step too slow coming up for that challenge. He's beat mostly because of his positioning. He's too far up to go back, and he's too close to the front, or he's actually really too far away from the ball to get to it effectively. So really, either should have been already up in the play, just very aggressively reading that play from Ace Pocket originally, or fallen so far back that he was going to be able to deal with that breakout play from Hydra.
That's dangerous. That's going to be in front of the Hurricanes net, and that's a big, big misplay from Ace Pocket, setting up Hydra on the doorstep.
Yeah, this one just started rolling over top of Ace Pocket as he went in a direct straight line up that board. Really need to recognize where it starts rolling coming out of those corners. They have a tendency to go right or left. They very rarely go straight up the way that you're reading them if you go in a straight line yourself. And that one is one that hurts the Hurricanes here.
And that's a poor and ill-advised contact as Hydra is going to try to send that towards the net. Good job, Ace Pocket, recovering. Hurricanes need a goal to try to get back into this. This will be a plink going off of the ramp. Hydra's up, gets good contact. Hydra's been all over the place tonight. Been very, very good for this Knights team. That's a lateral play. That's not where you really want that, but it's going to be Owl as he still keeps it. Challenged by Hydra is going to send this corner to corner, side to side in the Knights' end. Beninem has one angled towards the Hurricanes net. That's off the post, and it's going to be a turtle goal for Hydra. And that is a 3-1 lead, a little bit of savagery by Hydra.
Yeah, but he really knew that Owl had the recovery on this one here. Had to lift it up just enough, and he did so really, really effectively. Great mechanics to get below that ball with the underside of the car, chip it up and over. The dive from Owl as he tried desperately to get back. Big third goal.
That was gorgeous by Hydra. I'm telling you, that guy is on point tonight. No doubt about that. This is going to be in front. Beninem is going to get demoed for his efforts. Ace Pocket will defer to Owl. Owl, they need a goal. Hydra's going to take it away. Back the other way comes him. He's going to wait, jump, has the air roll, but has a crossbar instead of a goal. and it stays at 3-1 as we approach halftime in Game 4. Knights looking to possibly get a win out of this series. Ooh, that's close as well. That didn't quite find the target. Ace Pocket has the dribble in his own end. Benham reads it well as we hit the 2:30 mark. 3-1 lead. Knights keeping on chugging along. They've had really, really good scoring chances. Hurricanes got to try to find something momentum-wise to get going.
Right now, again, ball control really letting the Hurricanes down. The second thing that's hurting them is Owl's decision-making off the defense. He's just a split second late to a lot of these challenges, and he's getting into either 50-50s or just beat outright. Needs to recognize that he either needs to step up or wait back to see where the next touch is going, because right now it's just not working.
Oh, that's a dangerous ball in front of the Knights net. Hydra comes across to take it away. That's a backboard play in front, finding an angle and shooting. Scoring is Ace Pocket right in the corner pocket. It's a 3-2 lead.
This is important for the Hurricanes right now. They finally got some extended pressure in the Knights, and Benham far too slow to cut down that midfield. Ace Pocket from that midfield in. That's the type of pressure you want. Grab the mid boost, get in on a loose ball that the Knights can't get to. They keep that one close. They're down a goal, but man, after those 3 in a row there, you have to feel like the momentum's still in favor of the red and white.
Just south of 2 minutes left in Game 4. Hurricanes have made the deficit 1. This will bounce off of the ceiling. Good read by Hydra. Gets it back to the halfway line. Sent back in. Good long touch. Gonna send it towards the Hurricanes net. Finding the catch. Still there. That's in front. Up and over 2. That's a chance for Ace Pocket. They need it. It's going to be up the ramp, and that's unfortunate. They still may be able to take advantage. It's on the goal line. Big save by Hydra. He's going to send that one away, and it's a 3-2 lead. It remains for the Knights as they'll try to attempt a 2-point swing.
I am really wondering what happened to Owl on that sequence of play. I couldn't tell if he got bumped in, which pulled him away from the ability to sit back and see what happened after Ace Pocket went off the backboard, or if he just rushed in and overcommitted on that play, which would have been an easy goal.
50 seconds to go. One more game after this, but the Knights are looking closer and closer to securing a win and having the Hurricanes have to force a 2-3. This game not over, though. Trying a dribble play is going to be Ace Pocket. He will lose the ball. Back the other side. Hydra is up, but he loses possession after running out of boost on the side. Benham back to the front of the Hurricanes net. Eventually, this will squeak back to Hydra, who has a full canister after grabbing it in the corner. He will punch this into the middle. Benham lurking, firing, and that's a save coming across from Ace Pocket with 14 on the clock. 1-goal game still. This is a chance for Ace Pocket, but he loses the ball. This will be a play for the Hurricanes to keep it in from Owl. Owl still there. Gets the challenge in the corner. That's in front for Ace Pocket. Needing to read it, it'll squeak back to the corner. And that should kill things for the Knights as they are going to walk away with a win in the series and one more game to try to make it a 4-1.
Yeah, that is a huge shift in momentum in a lot of different playoff races. The Hurricanes will stay at this point within shouting distance of the Wizards for the division lead in the Tropic Division. The Knights make up some ground on a Pirate squad that I think is yet to play this weekend for that Sun Division lead, and also that much-needed breathing room behind the volcanic logjam that continues to churn about right below that playoff line.
Yeah, this is nice for the Knights. Now they would really love it if they can pocket one more win away from the Hurricanes. We'll see if they can. This is Benham trying to get the first strike immediately off the crossbar in front. Hydra's lurking at the halfway line. He'll at least keep it in their possession. As we play 10 seconds in, it's more of the same at the moment. That pinch play is going to be a save from Owl, as it still remains scoreless. About 20 seconds in now. Around the corner. Opportunities coming about at the halfway line. Benham shot on net. A little bit of overextension on the Hurricanes. Going to come back to bite him. It's a 1-0 lead.
Unfortunately, big commit by the Hurricanes in the corner, and not the greatest clear from Ace Pocket. It forces Owl to try and dive in to save that play, but the positioning in the corner is really what killed them there. The Hurricanes had to get that upfield. That needed to be a booming clear, and it wasn't. They paid the ultimate price yet again.
Up and off the sidewall. Owl has it off the nose, trying to find it with the flip, but he's not going to be able to get it past two members of the Knights roster. Hydra is up, has the angle, fires at the net, scores just above Owl. Can't find the save, and it's a 2-0 lead.
Ace Pocket really, I think, doesn't have to touch that into the corner there. I think he can let that bounce, try and hit it on the bounce into the corner, or just bring it down under control, try and win that 50, because going backwards into that corner, just so difficult to get a touch that goes somewhere that you can follow up on.
And that's going to be a play off of the sidewall. Hydra's up. Gets one deep. Going to try to keep it with him. It finds the angle off of the post, and Ace Pocket has control. Ace gets it up and above 1, gets it up and above 2, and in the individual effort halves the deficit. It's 2-1.
Great control here by Ace Pocket, and again, an important goal. Kind of stifles that Knights momentum there to get him right into the pocket yet again. First flick in, second flick just beating Hydra on the tip, able to get that one past, but the Hurricanes have not had a couple of goals in a row, Curtis, and that's something that they really need to string together here in the last game.
Well, that's the way to do it. They tie the game up with a kickoff goal, which has plagued both the Hurricanes and the Knights recently. It's a 2-2 game.
Oh, Benningham just missed that one. Got really on the outside of that ball and left so much space open for Owl.
Huge solo play followed up by a big mistake by the Knights, and all of a sudden momentum turned on its head. Hydra gets the challenge. Knights trying to find an answer goal. 2-1 answer for the Hurricanes, have them back in business in a 2-2 game. Minute 20 in, it's going to be Benningham. Has the touch, going to try to follow this. Ace Pocket has control and contact, puts it in his own corner. Pass into the middle, Benningham there, but Owl reads it really well, and he will challenge at the top of the box to keep it away from the goal line as we play 90 seconds in Game 5. Off the sidewall. Good touch around that corner. That's going to drop in frame. Hydra leaving it for Benningham, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Knights.
Unfortunately, Ace Pocket not really well positioned to win that pinch, and indeed it actually goes off the bottom of his car all the way into that corner from Hydra. Benningham screaming upfield, probably yelling at Hydra in comms that he's got it, Chet disabled. That's the go-ahead goal.
Minute 41 into Game 5, and we've already seen 5 goals and a savage demo by Benningham on the kick. Benningham trying a nasty little keep, but it's not going to work as Owl takes the ball away. Ace Pocket up the sidewall. Read by Hydra, but actually all 3 will miss it. They go up that sidewall. Good pinch is going to send it back to the midfield line for Owl. Taken away, keeping it off the back, finding the roll, not able to find the net. Rebounds out for Hydra, and he'll put it away as he bails out his teammate. It's 4-2.
Owl just making this decision to commit with Ace Pocket chasing that ball carrier all the way back into the corner, and that's not the decision that you really want to make when you look like you're out of boost. Owl should have just made a beeline into that back corner, giving himself space to try and take that away when the ball got loose into the corner.
That's a left wing play. Out of the corner, this will be off the back. Chance in front, top of the box. Hurricanes get control. Nice pass, nice finish. Back end is perfect from Owl, make it a 1-goal deficit again as we still haven't hit halftime.
The Hurricanes responding again here, but if they keep giving up the kind of goals they gave up to go down by 2 just a few seconds ago, it's going to be a long climb because they need to get consistent momentum together. It's a good pass play. It's really well executed, but it's still only to pull them back within 1.
Yeah, they need to get something figured out defensively before they can come back and really compete. This will be a chance. Short side. This will travel up the ramp. Hydra's in a good spot, and he's going to put this one home. Knights have a 5-3 lead now.
When the Hurricanes lose the ball, and they have to come back and try and defend because they're a little bit overextended coming up. It's like they're chasing ghosts. And Ace Pocket lunging and trying to get that one. Hydra just gives him this little sidestep to get that ball past him. And those are the types of plays right now that if you're the Hurricanes, you've needed to get out all series long. And you're sinking ever closer to a 4-1 defeat.
No, and as we say that, there's still a ton of time left in this game. We could see a lot more goals. We're on pace for...
a lot.
18.
About 18. But
yeah,
the thing is, Curtis, and you and I can both see this right now, the Hurricanes need to get a couple in a row, and the Knights are just going tit for tat with them at the moment, and it's not the type of game that the Hurricanes can sustain. They're just down by too much at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a seesaw battle at the moment. They're going to be able to tie the game here, though. You had mentioned they needed a couple in a row. They get it, and Owl brings them back even.
Yeah, Hydra actually missing that challenge. I have no idea what happened to Benningham on this play. After taking the kickoff, he disappeared. He said, I got it all the way upfield, and Hydra's like, wait, I don't have the ball yet.
Yeah, this is, the defenses have gone AFK. It's all offense all the time in Game 5. This is Ben and them putting it back to his teammate. Hydra has the touch, keeps it low, has the bounce, and it's taken in by Owl. Trying to finish it on the back end is going to be Ace Pocket. Ben and M with a chance, has the challenge. It goes into the corner. So we played just under 2 minutes left. Good angled play going far side. Ooh, that was close. It's going to be off the back. Chance for Ben and M. Ben and M not able to find the winner. And that is far side and in for Hydra, making a 6-5 lead as we've seen our 11th goal of this game.
The Hurricanes, again, they just start chasing Ghost, and this one really comes down to Owl. Took a step out of net before Ace Pocket got a solid clear upfield, had to do a Yui to defend the first play by Hydra. Got it into the corner, but then had absolutely no recourse but to lunge after that ball, and Ace Pocket never got back.
Oh, do we see a 7th goal or do we see a 6th goal? That is the determiner at the moment. This is a massive scoring game. The outburst in Game 5 hasn't rivaled anything we've seen tonight as far as these teams are concerned. This will be up the sidewalk. Up the ramp is Ben and M. He's going to have contact off the nose. Good challenge out from Owl as he takes the ball away. Off the back. Chance in front. Good defensive touch. Keeps it in the corner from Ben and M. Big problem, though. That's at the top of the box. You don't want to put that ball there, especially with Owl lurking. He's done some decent things tonight. That's a good challenge, though, by Hydra. Getting in front, minute to go. 6-5 game. Ben and M is there, trying to angle it. Scores! He's going to dagger this potentially with a 57 seconds left and a 7-5 lead.
You could watch this play breaking down for the Hurricanes on board with Ace Pocket before the play. In my head, I'm like, this is Owl's ball, but Ace Pocket's making a direct line there. Owl misses the challenge. Ace Pocket committed to that play in the same zone, and Ben and M goes over the top for the 2-goal lead.
Big takeaway. Ace Pocket's going to try to get this back to a 1-goal deficit and gets the midair demo to help. It's a 7-6 game now.
I'm running out of analytical points for this game, Curtis, because it's really just whiff city for both sides on so many of these things. And so many kickoff goals are occurring right now because the positioning off the kickoff for one or more players is just leading to these big opportunities that lead to one giant 50-50 that when it goes one way, it ends up one way.
Hydra with the challenge. He's going to take this ball towards the net, saved by Owl. Owl is going to try to take possession. He's got his teammate to his right. Hydra comes in and interrupts it. That's a really good challenge. Ace Pocket trying to tie the game himself. That's going to bounce in front. There's a chance. They score, and Owl brings it back 7-7 with 28 seconds to go.
The Knights get a little bit guilty ball watching in the corner. Both players pointed towards that one near post. It gets by them as nobody executes on the play, and Owl with the patience able to get that past the lunging Hydra. Mistakes. Neither team really executing so well that they are able to actually go ahead and take this game. It's really just what they're being given.
Yeah, both teams taking what they're given, and they're being given a ton right now. We've seen 14 goals in this Game 5. We need to see a 15th before this one is over. There's 12 seconds to go. Believe it or not, we may actually have OT in a 7-7 game, which would be absolutely insane. This would be off the back. Chance in front. Hurricanes not in a place to take advantage, and Hydra is going to let this fall. OT, and this is probably the highest scoring OT game in MLD history, Plat or Champ League.
I'm fairly certain you're right. I can't remember a time that I could say I casted an overtime game that would have ended with 15 goals.
Oh, this is a chance in front, but that is taken away by Owl. Back the other way comes Ace Pocket, trying to make things happen for the Hurricanes and at least get a 2-3 out of it. That is sent back deep. Knights on the attack. It's Ben and M. Up and around the corner looking for Otap. He's going to fly underneath the ball. 25 seconds in. Of course, we see 14 goals, and then we struggle to see the 15th as it's going to be the one to end the evening. This is going to be up and at the midfield line. Coming in is Hydra. Drops it down. Shot by Owl at the net off the post. Rebound not going to be there. Benina might be able to turn this. Coming back at the last second is Ace Pocket, and he may be in a spot to make things difficult. Still there, Hydra scores, and that is going to do it. The Knights have come through and taken a 4-1 from the division-leading Hurricanes after an absolute sprint in the 5th game.
This all breaks down again because Ace Pocket gets caught chasing that ball into the corner, cutting himself down on so many options to play that ball away. And by the time he is able to make any kind of play on that one, he's already beat. And this should be a lesson. This whole game, this whole series, a lesson in players. You cannot chase that ball down with your intent to just grab, boost, and cycle through, because you have no options left once that ball's by you and traveling towards your net ahead of you.
What an insane fifth game, though. The Knights and Hurricanes combine for 26 shots and 15 goals to finally decide the winner of Game 5. The Knights take a 4-1. That is huge for them in that orange wildcard standings. With that said, that is going to conclude matters here for this primetime Saturday. We have one more night of Week 10 action, including the conclusion of the Platinum League play tomorrow night, starting at 9 Eastern. That is 8 Central. And don't forget, clocks move ahead in just a couple of hours for those of you in the States and those of you that follow daylight savings times. We move ahead at 2 a.m. Your phones will probably do it automatically. Just make sure you watch the rest of your clocks. We saw a lot of good plays. If you saw one you like, then send it over to the ML Doubles Twitter account with the hashtag MLDPOTW. Balls Guarana will send a case of Balls Guarana to the winner of the MLD Play of the Week, decided before the next week's slate of games. For Inanimate J, I am Curtis saying goodbye and good night from the MLD Network. Stay tuned for the host, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 9 Eastern. That's 8 Central. Have a good night. And the Platinum League comes to an exciting end tomorrow night. See you guys later.
Everything is new to me, sleepless in a distant dream, slowing up the speed of time. Don't let me crash down tonight. I just wanna feel what I feel, when it's just you and me. I'm falling on my knees just to see if I can still bleed. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman. Hope it's not a grand delusion. So keep me in this state of mind. Tell me that it's real.